Nation of Fitin10, welcome to day 12 of the challenge. Nearing into that 2-week mark, that 20%, if you can believe it. It goes by fast, I'm telling you. But still, obviously, there's a lot to go through. All right, yesterday I went through 3 reasons why protein consumption is important, okay, especially high quality protein. I didn't really stress that yesterday. But when we talk about high quality, we're talking about really a couple things here. Protein that is highly bioavailable. That means we absorb or digest most of it. Okay, we assimilate. I should use the word assimilate. Really, is what I mean. We assimilate and utilize most of it. And 2, it's of high quality. That is, it's high in the essential amino acids. The amino acids the body can't make. All right. Anyways. On to number 4, satiety. Protein is the most satiating of the macronutrients. Satiety meaning you're going to feel full and you're going to feel satisfied. All right, protein acts in this way much more than carbohydrates, well, then certainly carbohydrates, and to a lesser degree fat. Okay, but certainly carbohydrates. Number 5, helps to regulate blood sugar levels. All right, so if you are somebody who suffers from high fasted glucose levels, or maybe you are borderline type 2 diabetic or that type of thing, one thing to help you would be to institute a little more protein into your diet regularly. This will help to essentially lower those glucose levels. Okay, make sure you have your protein. Well, you already know this, but I've said this from the get-go. Make sure you eat your protein with your carbohydrates. Okay. Number 6, dopamine production. People say when they eat more protein, they feel like they have more energy. Well, this is because of, more than likely, it's because of the increase in dopamine production in the brain. And this is the neurotransmitter that's largely responsible for keeping us alert, awake and alert. And this is usually why people say they feel like they have more energy eating more protein. Number 7, immune system support. Okay, our immune system, just like so many other things in our body, it's largely made up of protein. All right, when we look at all of the agents that act at neutralizing whatever it is in our body, some sort of invader, these are all proteins, all of them, okay? And in particular, one amino acid called glutamine is involved in a lot of these. So glutamine plays a huge part in immune support, which, by the way, I do carry a glutamine if anybody is interested. It's actually not very expensive at all, and it is a big helper for your immune system. But protein in general, getting enough protein is vital to your immune system. Okay, you need it for a strong, healthy, robust immune system. Okay, yesterday I talked about this protein. I talked about purity being one of the most important components. Also looking at the amount of ingredients here. We don't want a lot of ingredients. We want just a couple. Sorry, not just a couple. We want to have really less than about 6 or 7 ingredients. Okay, and this, in total in this, there is 4 ingredients. That includes the whey that's in here. So very, very good product, and that's part of the reason why it's pure. This is also CGMP certified. It follows a certain standard to make sure that its purity is reflected. Okay, this is otherwise known as pharmaceutical grade. So that is something else to look for in a product. I will tell you that a lot of protein powders have been reviewed that are out in the market, a lot of them. Some big names, and they came back with way, way lower than advertised standards. Okay, than label claim, I should specifically say. What their labels were claiming versus what was in the bottle was way off, okay? Including many of the Costco brands, just to give you a heads up. Yeah, they may have done something about it because it was pretty public, and this goes back probably 5, 6, I don't even know, maybe 7 years ago. It goes back some time. It might still be on the out there on the web if you look for it, okay? So look for that when you're looking for a protein powder. Obviously, taste matters. This tastes pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best tasting. If you want a super good tasting, but maybe slightly artificial protein powder, then you're going to look for one that's going to be not so pure. The quality will not be so good because they put so many additives in there to make it taste good. All right, so always, again, go back and look at, make sure there's not really anything more than, I honestly max out at probably 8 ingredients in your protein powder. Well, let me say this. Let's say 8 or more ingredients outside of the protein that goes in there. The reason I said that is because some of the protein powders they have multiple proteins that they add. Okay, so anyways, just think short lists of ingredients, high purity, right? Okay, message of the day. And today's message is, and I kind of talked about this yesterday, some action is better than none. More action is better than some. Most action is best, or full action is best. So, we just got to keep pushing the boundaries. And I know it's just the start of the challenge here. So, some of you might be quite a ways off from where you need to be. The key here is progression, even a little bit of progression. But try to push that progression, right? Remember yesterday I talked about not limiting your challenges, but challenging your limits, right? So try to do that every day. Look for areas that you can improve upon. Look at areas that you think you can't improve upon, but you know you can. You can. I want you to try, okay? I want you to really, really try. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.